Sorry about that, everyone. I totally forgot to hook up my mic, so my streaming software just totally didn't get any audio whatsoever. So I'm gonna make this really quick because the markets are about to open here in roughly 10 minutes. So just a few stocks to keep an eye on. First, we're gonna start with TVIX. TVIX, like I said before I realized that I had no volume. Let's go back to the last day. I called it on my Instagram roughly 2 days ago when it was just around $9. It was around $9.33. It took this dip. Let me go back here. No, that's the 1st, so the 28th. I always forget there's only 28 days in February. So I called it out when it was it had reached like 9.33, somewhere in here. I can't find it for some reason. But anyways, point being, I caught it whenever it was in a dip. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Maybe that'll make it better. So I called it whenever it was in a dip. Point being, it was low, and I said I look for it to go up since the stock market's going down. I called it out, but I didn't invest. I wish I had now because I would have made at least like 14% profit at the time. So that's my fault. Pretty much, I'm just looking out for it to possibly trend below the line. It did slightly. Pre-market hours, it looks like around 6 a.m. I look for it here in a few minutes when the bell rings to possibly take a dip. If it does, if it dips down here to around 9.35 again, I'll probably invest, and I suggest you guys do too. And with the markets, pretty much with TVIX, what I've noticed is, and what a lot of people have been mentioning, is just pretty much as the stock market goes, TVIX goes. And it's like inverse. It's like if the Dow Jones is down 200 points, guess what? TVIX is going to go up a few percent. And yesterday, of course, the Dow Jones went down like 300 or 400 points, something crazy like that. So TVIX saw a 14% rise. So, I mean, that's just crazy. It's actually like 15% now, I think. But anyways, point being, keep an eye out on this. It's trending up, of course. That's always good. You can use it as a swing trade or day trade, just whatever. If you're using it as day trade, though, just definitely at least wait until it hits around 10.25. I'm personally going to try to hold out until it hits around 10 or below. But do you at the end of the day. Everyone has their own way of doing things. Another one I'm going to be on the lookout for is Acre. Acre has been trending up nonstop pretty much since it hit its low point of, actually we're on the last day. Let's go back to 180 days. It's been trending up ever since it pretty much hit its low point at 12 cents. They're pending an FDA approval, so there's a lot of hype building around it right now. This is from like the last month or two. So as you can see, it's been trending above its estimate line by quite a bit. Actually lately though, in the last few hours, it has been trending below. So like always, I look for it to dip at the beginning of the trading session, and I'll probably try to get in somewhere around 70 cents. It looks like it actually dipped around 60 cents again around, what time was this? Or no, this wasn't too long ago. Actually, this was the 28th. That's why. That makes sense. Let me go back here like this, and then we'll go back like that. And as you can see, now we're back in yesterday's trading period. It did dip down to around 70 cents. That's where a lot of people bought in. Jumped back up to roughly, I remember, around 76, 77 cents. And a lot of people sold off again. But now a lot of people, I mean, you can use it as a day trade or swing trade. I'm personally using it as a day trade just to keep on making profits. And I keep buying in the dips. So that's what I'm going to do with Acre probably for the next week or so. I don't know when that FDA approval that Acre is waiting on is for. I want to say like the 16th, but I might be wrong on that. So Acre, like I said, just keep a good lookout on it and do your research on it. If you don't understand it, don't invest. Another one is Gush. Gush, as you can see, this is also the last day. It is definitely a day trade stock for sure. You can see I already highlighted here that it dropped from roughly started at 21, ended at 20.43. So I mean, it wasn't a huge drop, but if you can catch it again, I think there's a slight resistance right here around the 20 mark. So if you can get it around 20 and then trade it back up around 21, you're making $1 profit, which is not too bad for sure. Another one to keep an eye on is JNUG. JNUG and JDST. JNUG and JDST are pretty much like inverse ETFs. So pretty much as JNUG goes up, as you can see with JDST, JDST goes down. So if you start to see one of them start doing, like if you see JDST start going up and JNUG has not yet started to go down, definitely sell your JNUG stock off for sure. I have 1 or 2 JNUG shares right now, but if you don't know anything about me, like this is your first time seeing me, I'm pretty much starting with like $100 to $200 in my investment account. I use Robinhood. I'll talk about Robinhood, and this is TD Ameritrade. I'll talk about all the trading platforms on this channel. So if you're new, definitely consider subscribing. But I'm starting out with like just around 170 to 200 bucks, And pretty much what I'm doing is just trying to maximize my profits, thus just keep on building my portfolio. And once I get out of debt and get out of just like get my emergency fund full of about $1,000 to $2,000, then I'll go ahead and put every spare dollar I have into my investment account, because I plan on retiring from corporate America by the end of 2018, at the latest beginning of 2019. So that's pretty much what this YouTube channel is all about. It's just living your life on your terms, not a boss's, not on your job, just over broke, as I like to call it. So like I said, with JNUG, just keep an eye on it. You can definitely swing trade it for sure. As you can see, this is just the 1 day. So, I mean, 1 day alone, it's gone up $1.80, essentially, just about $1.78 to be exact. But let's go back the last 10 days. As you can see, it had been trending down. It got up to 1640, but now it's going back up. And now let's look over at JDST. With JDST, I'm going to have to end this soon. But JDST had been trending up. Now it's trending down. So I look for this to continue for a little bit. So it's never too early, I mean, never too late to hop into JNUG for sure. I might actually buy another share or two of it now that I see this chart. So just keep an eye on it. Who knows, it might hit a resistance here roughly around $14. Like I said, just keep an eye on it. I wouldn't buy it while it's in this high point, obviously. I would look for it to trend below the estimate line and then hop in. Try to hop in around $13.40, 13 to 12 bucks essentially. But if you can't, then just keep an eye on it. Like I said, if you don't understand something, don't invest in it. Invest only in what you believe in and what you understand. But that's it for this video, everyone. Markets are getting ready to open. Go out and make some profits, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you're new, consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon so you know exactly when I go live or when a new video is posted, because we're all about making profits here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.